Headline news in the personal finance space keeps breaking. American Express keeps revamping some of their most revered cards. Chase Bank is making automatic upgrades and enhancements to its Freedom lineups as well as its Business Inc. lineup. Citi could be rolling out a premier travel card at any point in time now. You may be sitting back scratching your head thinking, am I missing something? What I want to discuss in this video is how to make sure that at all times you have the right cards in your wallet that are continuing to serve the purpose you intended for them when you selected them. I want to give you a concept, a practice from a different end of the financial space that you can employ in this particular arena to make sure that you're getting maximum benefits and maximum value out of each one of your credit cards consistently. I want to give you context on who you're getting this information from. First off, my name is James Phillips. I'm a 13-year veteran in the financial services and banking space. I currently actively work as a banker in the corporate world. I'm helping small business clients 6, 7, and 8 figures in revenue. I'm helping working class to affluent clients with 6 and 7 to 8 figures in net worth. I have an active FINRA investment Series 6 license, an active mortgage license, active life insurance license, and again, certified in small business. So you're talking to someone or listening to someone who has hands-on professional experience in the space, as well as an active credit card holder over a dozen credit cards between personal and business at the same time. So that having been said, a big practice in the financial services and banking space, especially those of us that are licensed with FINRA, is to do semi-annual, quarterly, or annual reviews with our clients. This leads to a phenomenon called rebalance. This is something that's typically promoted for stock market investment products, especially 401k and retirement accounts. The concept is to review those investments on anywhere from a quarterly, semi-annually to annual basis to make sure that they are still serving the purpose that are intended, or if they need to be rebalanced around lifestyle changes, economic changes, financial needs have shifted, things have gotten better, things have gotten worse. The concept is to make sure that the money that has been deployed is still working the way we need it to work. And this is a very simple but very powerful strategy. It minimizes losses and oftentimes can even lead to even greater profit returns because you're keeping up with the shifts in the market, you're keeping up with your different changing terrain in your personal financial life. And this is going to put you in a position and puts many of our clients in position to make sure they retire on time or are able to have the assets that they intended to have when they need to access them. This is going to be the same principled strategy that I'm going to teach you to employ with your credit cards because it's not talked about hardly at all in the finance space. If you are strategic in using credit cards the way they are intended, you more than likely have more than one, and you also may be somebody who's getting new credit cards on a moderately frequent basis. And to be honest, we're creatures of habit. The reality of the situation is once we get cards, they fit our needs at that given time, we're likely or overly likely to hold on to those cards for an extended period of time or not question their, ability to continue to serve us months, years, and occasionally even decades down the line if they're not bothered by the financial institution that's issuing them. And the problem with that situation is, as we can see, if you pay attention to the personal finance space, the benefits and features and sometimes the outright costs themselves are changing and coming and going at a rapid pace more than ever as competition is shaking up, as technology has advanced, etc. The features and benefits of all these credit cards are changing. The lenders are changing. The issuers, rather, are changing. So it is very important to make sure that you set yourself a continuous reminder on a quarterly, semi-annual, no further out than annual basis of reviewing your entire lineup of credit cards. And I actually recommend that you do this with your bankers, with the institutions issuing the cards. They are going to be privy to changes being made and changes coming down the pike. If you build a healthy relationship with your issuer, hopefully it's most likely a full-scale financial institution and they have actual bankers. If not, thank American Express and their premier customer service. You need to be in touch with these people anywhere from the 3-month to 12-month basis, making sure that the features on your card have not changed. If they have, that they're changed to your benefit, that you haven't lost any of the major benefits that attracted you to that card. And you need to be checking similar cards in that family and any other card that may be applicable to you issued by that card issuer. Very important to do in order to make sure that you're getting the maximum benefits out of your cards. Think about the spending categories. Think about the multipliers. Think about shifts in the annual fee. Think about protections coming and going. Think about some of those ancillary benefits like auto collision damage waivers and things of that nature. These different features and benefits benefits are literally what makes credit cards as valuable as they are, along with some of the various protections that they have, purchase protections and fraud protections. It's those other benefits that allow us to arbitrage our spending. It allows us to better manage our cash flow. Of course, we're building credit along the way. These are the reasons why it's important to make sure you have the right cards in your wallet as often as possible. And you're only going to be able to do that by making an intentional scheduled event on the multiple times a year or at least once a year basis, ideally with a banker or at least a customer service rep who's knowledgeable about the card lineup. And you can go and speak with them and say, okay, let me check online, let me sit with my banker and make sure that the cards that I have still make sense. Do I need to do a product change? Do I need to, completely come out of a card and cancel it? Do I need to roll balances around? Do I need to roll limits around, etc.? Very important to make sure. You may have a 0% cards that you've been leaning on and they may be coming to an end. You need to stay on top of that because you may need to work yourself into another 0% card with another issuer to roll that balance over if that's the game you're playing for whatever reasons. Whatever your necessity that has brought you to your continuous use of credit cards, hopefully is safe and practical and serving you in a beneficial way financially, but you wanted to make sure that you are reviewing it frequently enough to not miss out on benefits or have the rug pulled from underneath you with benefits that you were relying on when you captured the card in the first place. So this is an important strategy that I wanted to roll out to all of my card users, my pioneers, and those of you who are new to this channel. This is one of the healthiest ways to make sure that you're not only using your credit cards effectively, but to make sure that the cards that you've selected to be in your wallet are serving you the way they were intended to serve you, and that if they have shifted, you can adjust and make the shift. So just like the investment strategy I broke down, balancing, revamping your card lineup will make sure that you're not missing out on hundreds to potentially thousands of dollars a year in cashback, protections, extended warranties, or travel hacking benefits. So I wanted to bring this concept over because there's nobody I've run across that's talking about it. I'm sure they're, really expert level finance content creators who maybe put their audience. But I know most of you, this is kind of a newer concept, and I wanted to make sure, of course, that my pioneers are at the cutting edge of the best strategies to continue to advance their personal and small business finances. Comment down below and let me know what your current credit card lineup looks like, the specific cards you have, if you love about them. When's the last time you reviewed these cards? Have you thought about if those cards are aging, or some of the cards you have they been revamped, and has it been to your benefit or your detriment? Comment down below. Let's keep the conversation going. Other than that, to all my pioneers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome in. I want you to continue to support this channel by commenting, sharing, and subscribing so this channel can continue to support you. Other than that, I want each of you to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.